Hi, my name is Odemus and I'm the president at Devbridge. Today we're here to talk about a full product skill set. What does a product skill set mean? What I like to argue is that shipped software is not the goal. Now that may be controversial, but my statement is that you really are looking for business outcomes. Now these could be business outcomes in automating a manual internal process. These could be business outcomes in enabling a customer to do self-service externally so that you have less overhead and more revenue. When we think about a cross-functional product skill set, we want to have a team that is able to self-inform and self-govern as they're designing and building a product. Any team that self-manages is going to be more effective and faster. Now, if you look at a typical cross-functional team with product at the center, and you have product development, software engineering, and product design in it, product management typically, or a product manager, typically focuses on what is the priority for the business. They orchestrate the prioritization, they orchestrate the stories. Product design typically focuses on, well, how should it work so that users would use it? What does the customer think? Empathizing with your user. And then software engineering thinks about, all right, how do we actually build this? How do we make this software material and real? The number one aspect that you need to have for true product-centric teams is you need teams that can source answers and make decisions on their own. And that is the underlying kind of foundation of how we build our cross-functional teams. It doesn't mean that a single team needs to work on a product. It could be multiple teams. But the essence is that every single team has to have representation from all of those disciplines. And they also need to have full cross-cut application ownership. And let me explain that. In a typical project, teams typically own a layer of functionality. So a team will own back-end or front-end. Our true cross-functional product team should own a vertical sliver of functionality, so front-end all the way back to data. Because again, this allows to have complete ownership of a particular feature instead of relying on other teams and instead of always defaulting to a blocker as an excuse for not getting features out the door. Now, lastly, when you look at a full life cycle of something that a team is building, a feature or a quality of a cross-functional product team is one that a team can course correct along the way to build the right thing. A team needs to be able to source answers out of the product and out of the customers, whether that's through product analytics, user interviews, user research, but a team can source those answers and then course correct what features, how they're being developed, what is important to the market. This is very unlike a typical waterfall methodology, as you may realize. A true cross-functional team will also incentivize organizational change, because a cross-functional team, not only will they be able to source the answers, build the product, but they will also act as the kind of foundational change agent in the organization that will allow the company to adopt the best practices of this one single starter team and then start changing the overall organization to become a true product organization. And that is a claim, that is the fourth quality of a typical product team, which is success of a team leads to wider change in the business. Adoption is much easier when you're winning. This is a good example, and Gamut is one of our clients. Gamut is a company that's founded by Grainger. Gamut was used as a prototype to found a transformation of Grainger.com. Once Gamut was launched to the market and validated, the assumptions were validated, Grainger adopted a lot of the processes and started an organization-wide transformation to become a true product organization. Now, if you're interested to learn more, please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. I would be more than happy to walk you through our capabilities, which would take 30 minutes at most of your time. Thank you for listening. Go check us out on Devbridge.com.